the 30.
The Texans take over at their own 28-yard line.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets it to Gordon. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Gordon, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
91.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Larry Fitzgerald. 35 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. Zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Ready? Check right 54. Right 54. Go, go, go. Let's go.
Young looks to throw on first down. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Victor Cruz, 84 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill taking it in. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Zerline good with a PAT. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, fight.
A first down throw for Young. It's complete to Cruz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Three buzz. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Hey. All day, just like that. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
On first and 10, Young. He's got his man Cruz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Young now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10. Here's Steve Young. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Young. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Darren Waller, 50 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the step.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
It's Young on first down. The 20. Cruz on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
60 outlaw. They're not ready for this, man. They're not. Hey, exit. Let's go.
First down, Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Young. Going to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, check, 59.
Young now. His throw caught. What about the 5? And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Go.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Young. And they'll let it go deep for Cruz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He tried to heave it from his own end zone, and the danger, it reared its ugly head.
We have seen those plays work out successfully before. You take the shot, try and gain some yardage. Sometimes you fool them. Not in this case, though. Tried to get it deep downfield. Gets it picked off.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 20. Seven-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Fire.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 61 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, hey, hey. You got three. You got three. Three down.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Young now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
Mike is 59.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Fair. Hey, Charlie.
The play fake. Now Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Under 10.
Watch the shot.
Young on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Steve Young. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Stop your whining. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, exit.
Check, check.
Shoot.
On fourth down, they snap it to Young. Able to find Waller. That's complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller, 85 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You know, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And the pressure gets to him again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Kill, kill, kill.
X3, 218, chop, let go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
50, plant.
Young on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, wahoo!
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Rip right, rip right. 40.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll set up to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And this one goes out of bounds, so they will not be able to get the football back here in the fourth.
Yeah, 30 base. I got you. Yeah. Ready?
Young looks to throw on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Young throwing again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Larry Fitzgerald. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get put.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, Young. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On 1st and 10, Young. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Go! Bravo!
A first down throw for Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tavon Young, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now Ito Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a 2nd and 7. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.